your decision are significant, which you're the one who's actually risking our money. I am trying to mitigate the problem that has been created. These two people are not allowed in our meetings. Imagine every single meeting, someone justifying that they had their First Amendment right taken and the obligation of the board to allow them public comment during our ordinance. So settlement is not something that actually necessarily even has to include money. It could be an apology letter from Commissioner Ahmad and Commissioner Bradshaw for trespassing them, for having somebody illegally arrested, if that's the decision that you make during settlement. During Commissioner's chat, I was very clear. We have to mitigate this. We don't just wait, because they started the process in the absence of legal advice that put us all of our money at risk. I'm not going to sit in the executive session on the settlement just to address this ridiculous statement that I'm paying political supporters, because what's more accurate and evident by your actions is that you are attacking people that stand up and speak out against you. That is not a good position for Bonner County to be in. And I personally don't believe that you had the right to use my tax money for us to be sued. And then on top of that, you're creating additional barriers with our prosecutor's office based on your correspondence. So all things considered in terms of your actions as Benjamin Luke Almond and your actions as Commissioner Bradshaw, we are at risk for paying for legal fees associated with what happened. Every time, now mind you, when we did Zoom, you denied to Zoom all of our meetings. Yet in your verbiage, you told these people that they can only participate via Zoom. Not all of them are able to participate via Zoom because they're not all Zoom. So you're furthering a comment that you made, puts us at greater risk. This should be mitigated before we end up with ridiculously high attorney fees that are requesting to be recouped. It wouldn't matter if this case from both of these was only worth $10. I guarantee you the legal fees will topple that. So if you refuse to sit down and have that conversation, and to be quite honest, it should have been you or Bradshaw that brought this up, since you're the ones who trespassed in one meeting and you're the one who civilly arrested two members of Bonner County because you didn't like what they had to say. In the absence of that, even if I don't believe the outcome is going to be that the board resolves it, I have an obligation to recognize the issue, try to mitigate it, and put it in the hands of the people to address your elected officials who put your tax money in front of this issue. It wasn't okay with me that it happened. I don't agree with the way it happened. And more than that, our prosecutor's office gave you a very detailed letter as to what one would do if you wanted to trespass. So if you are in the community and I was your attorney and I said, hey, this is what you should do, and you did absolutely nothing, but these people can't come to the meeting, what case do we have to help protect our tax dollars? That's what I'm asking you to address. And I am being specific. I'm asking you because you're the reason that this exists. And I am intentionally not going to sit in the meeting on settlement so that there isn't a discussion that says exactly what you're falsely trying to allege. I ran on an idea of mitigating our risks associated with litigation. This board seems to have a proclivity to look for reasons to increase our risk. I can only put it on the agenda. If you vote to remove it, you vote to remove it. But then everybody in the public knows you caused this problem and you refuse to be part of a solution for this problem that takes money that we do not have to spend on unnecessary litigation.